All right, Black Goose TV family, I'm gonna be 110% with y'all when it comes to this particular video. The only reason why I'm doing a reaction to this video is because earlier in the day, you know what I'm saying, I was reading articles and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying, checking up on the boxing news, seeing if there was anything, you know, I wanted to talk to people about. And I saw an article where they were talking about this young gentleman right here, Blair Cobbs, and the headline was kind of similar to this particular title of the video, where basically they were saying that this guy disrespected Canelo, and then, you know, said some very interesting details toward Errol Spence that I was like, wow, okay. I didn't read the actual article because I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm not that familiar with this young man, Blair Cobbs. Now, I will say this: the familiarity that I do have with him is that if you are a boxing fan, you have an Instagram, and you watch a lot of boxing things, his shit will probably pop up. Okay, I call him the Ryan Garcia of overseas. You know, he's fast as hell, has speed. So a lot of his Instagram, you know, clips and all that stuff of him training, it goes viral to an extent because the guy's fast as hell. Why do I know this? Is because of those, you know, little viral clips of him looking fast as hell. I ended up watching one of his fights. It was last year. I don't remember when. I think it was early last year, or whatever. Because I kind of wanted to see how good he was, because he was talking a lot of shit in that fight too. It was wait, who was it? Who else did he fight with? Damn, it was his boy. Yes. The bully, Rosado, Gabriel Rosado. When Gabriel Rosado knocked out the bully, this guy, Blair Cobb, he was on the same card and he knocked out a dude before. And that was the fight that I watched. And that's when I was really introduced to him. I kind of knew of him because of those clips, but I remember I paid attention to that particular fight because of those clips. And then obviously it kind of stuck in my head because Rosado got that amazing knockout over the bully. And then he was on that same card because I remember when he got the knockout, you know, they were, you know, because they got a lot of love for each other. So that's what it was. I'm happy I just thought about that. But other than that, I don't have too much knowledge of this young man. Apparently he's going to be on the, I think he's either the co-main event or he's on the main card of the Virgil Ortiz upcoming fight. I wanted to go ahead and react to this real time. I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. You know, obviously I want you guys to see what I thought about it because I thought he had very, at least when it comes to the headlines and the titles, I'm like, did he really say that? Like, did he really say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you see here, Canelo's fighting easy fights and Spence has demons with alcoholism, basically calling Spence an alcoholic. Like, that's not no slight of words. You feel me? That's coming full throttle. And I'm like, if you're trying to have, especially U.S. fans, you know about you and hear about you, I guess this is the way to go, but not in the most positive way. So let's. I haven't listened to this yet. So let's hear what we got to say. You know, clickbait is a motherfucker when it comes to YouTube. So maybe it's not as egregious. I said that word wrong. Y'all don't, vocabulary police, be careful. Egregious as it seems from just reading the title. Let's check it out.
By the way, what you want to share with us what you're wearing?
Just
want to share with us what you wearing. Sometimes I'd be like, nigga, who the fuck gave you these questions?
It's a movie.
Ask no man what the fuck he wearing.
It's a movie
being made every single day.
Okay.
Blair, March 19th on the Virgil Ortiz versus Michael McKinson fight. You're set to fight Alexis Rocha, the kind of fight that you actually said you didn't want. You wanted the Spence, you wanted the Crawford type fight, but that's what you're getting. He's a formidable opponent.
How would Spence or Crawford fight you?
Oh, well, we're going to get in there. We're going to do the best that we possibly can, which is always the most exciting, the biggest flair, the biggest attraction in boxing.
All right away. We are going to watch this whole interview, so bear with me. But right away, from his tone and how he's talking, this ain't him. This nigga put on a show, so he don't mean nothing he's saying. All right, we're off the bat. I hate shit like this. This nigga fake.
What happens is going to go down as the co-main event. The main event is the co-main event. We're both top contenders, top fighters, and it's going to be a great fight. You guys got to stay tuned.
What does a win over Alexis Rocha do for you? Does it put you in a position to get the actual fights that you want?
Stupid ass question.
Hopefully we can get something because I've been fighting these guys over and over and over again. It just seems like when
it's almost like he has someone in front of him holding a piece of paper that he wants to read off of. Like, I'm sorry, y'all bear with me.
Are they going to see that like these young top contenders are nothing compared to Blair Flair? We need to see Blair Flair with elite people like Terrence Crawford and the likes of even some of the best fighters out there. Why not? Why not make it happen? Mikey Garcia, let's make
I like he called out Mikey Garcia, but I'm like, this nigga talking like he's making a YouTube video. God damn.
Mikey Garcia, I like that fight. That's a good fight. But we putting Mikey to the side. Reggie Ortiz is the main event. He's fighting Michael McKinson. I don't know too much about him, but
Nobody knows who the hell Michael McKinson is. Michael McKinson is a lower level fighter.
We could also argue no one knows who the hell you is either.
Than me and Alexis Rocha. He's not even ranked higher than me or Alexis Rocha. Something to think about. The real main event is coming to you as the co-main event.
so how does he get the Reggie Ortiz fight and you don't?
I can respect that though. I'm like, if that is actually facts, because I don't know. The dude Virgil Ortiz Jr. is, I do know of Blair Cobb's more than him. So I'm like, he's not wrong there. But that's boxing politics. But I give it to the young man for calling it out. It's just try to be a little bit more natural with it. It almost seems like you got a shtick going on. God damn it.
Michael McKinson, how does he end up in that fight and you don't?
I don't know. Maybe because he only has maybe two knockouts and pillow hands and no real feats, no real fights. I don't know. It's
A nigga said no real feats, no real fight. Was you talking about that nigga's feet? No, I'm just playing. I know what you was talking about. You talking about he had no real notable wins. I understand, but it sounded like you was talking about the nigga's feet.
It is what it is.
Are you gonna keep an eye on the main event? You could potentially face the winner, and that will even bump you up more with the win over the main event winner. You know.
I'm not even looking at the main event. The main event is me, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and of course you got to keep your eye on the rest of the division. Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordanis Ugas was just announced. What do you think of that fight? That's in your division.
It's
So all right, we halfway through the video. I seen the goddamn headlines. I told you I saw the article. Let's see if he talks that shit that they make it seem like he talks that shit. As of now, halfway through, he doesn't seem like that type of guy. So I feel like they probably misquoted him or, out of context type shit.
it's a good fight. I think Ugas is gonna win. Honestly, I think Ugas is gonna win. When I look inside Errol Spence's eyes, I don't see a fighter that has the true fighting spirit anymore.
Now, I could talk shit and say, nigga, you ain't never faced off with Errol Spence, so how the fuck you know what he looks like in his eyes? But I kind of get what he was saying. I don't think he meant specifically, if I stare him down and I look in his eyes, see, I think he's kind of going off of just what he sees the outside looking in. That's a bold statement to say, though, about a fucking dog and Errol Spence saying you don't, like, nigga, he watched Danny Garcia after coming back from a fucking car accident he should have died from. For you to say that nigga don't got the dog in him, bro, chill.
He's defeated.
And I'm not even an Errol Spence fan.
People need to understand that the real fight is outside the ring. And Errol Spence had to face some demons outside the ring with alcoholism and this and that and dealing with hurt and all this other things.
Okay. So he did call Errol an alcoholic. Wow. That's crazy. I'm like, this nigga said he has to deal with demons outside of the ring, like alcoholism. Whether or not Earl is alcoholic, which I don't, like, how the fuck you an alcoholic, nigga, but you go through a training camp? Anyways, whether that's the case, I'm like, bro, don't you think the bigger demon was him recovering from a car accident and injuries from that car accident that possibly could have derailed his entire career? You're saying alcoholism was a bigger demon than the nigga almost had no chance of coming back to the sport. You think if he was an alcoholic, he would be able to recover from those injuries and be able to beat a Danny Garcia? Look, Blair Cobbs, I don't know who you are. I have somewhat of an idea. But damn, that's disrespectful.
So we have to see what happens to him when he's tested outside the ring.
All this nigga reading off a monologue.
I'd love to see what happens when they're tested outside the ring because I already been through the hellfire. I'm ready to go.
He said he's been through the hellfire.
And that card is Rashad Butayev versus.
Said he's been through the hellfire, even though Errol Spence has fought the likes of fucking Kell Brook and and Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, but he's been through the hellfire. Jesus, man. Conor McGregor changed the game for all fighters. I don't care. Not just MMA, boxing too. This nigga, this is not him.
Oh,
this
yeah. He's a great fighter here.
He's fighting
he's one of our guys in the stable, and very, very good fighter.
Come on,
that
now.
matchup.
What you got to say about Canelo? Let's get to it.
As well, like everything's open for you.
This guy's delusional. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I hope you have a great career, but damn, Why you got to put on this fake ass character?
Anything can happen.
It's not even a good
but right
character.
Now I'm focused on Alexis
I'm okay with a
Rocha
fake character
and
like
spanking
Kobe.
him and his father for talking shit about the great one.
Okay, last thing. Can you give us your thoughts on Canelo before it was just announced?
There is no thoughts on Canelo. Canelo's fighting easy fights that ain't worth a damn thing, and it's not worth my goddamn time. Blair Flair is the great one, and that's just it. The next $1 billion attraction is not Canelo, it is Blair Flair.
All right, I understand promoting. You got to promote yourself. You got to be. Sometimes, man, a shtick can go a little bit too far where it gets to the point where it's like, man, nigga, keep doing that shtick. Ain't nobody finna pay attention to it because this shit is so fucking fake. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to be that guy right now. So I'm gonna let y'all Black Goose family be that guy or girl, whoever may be talking. Y'all drop in the comment. What do you guys feel about young Blair the Flair Cobb's comments on Spence supposedly being an alcoholic, and that was a bigger problem for him to deal with than him getting in a car crash and having to recover from injuries that possibly could have ended his life. And also saying Canelo's picking easy fights, even though he's fighting a light heavyweight in Bivol, and this guy Cobbs is fighting. Anyways, man, just let me know what you guys think. Boxing is so funny, and that's why I'm gonna do a lot more of these reaction videos, because I'm like, I want you guys to see the disdain I have toward this bullshit in boxing. I love boxing to the fullest, but when it comes to this shit, I don't got no time for it. It's fucking stupid. But excuse my language. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification gang, all that good stuff. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all Black Goose family. Please keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are definitely building up the channel. And like I said, man, it's going to be the biggest year for BlakGooseTV. We're going to show the boxing world what we're about. When it comes to being different, it means being important. When it comes about, you know what I'm saying, not riding with the wave, it means you creating your own. So make sure you hop on it and show some love. I'm up out of here, man. Nothing but salutations.